Hello, hello, hello. This is Vincent Nguyen for Tipline. Hey, welcome to the channel. I wanted to do a quick ad hoc streaming today, and I apologize for being out of pocket for the last day or so because I went to Germany. I'm in Berlin for some work on the tech stuff and whatnot. So I'll be here all week. I'll be back next week, regular schedule. But for now, I apologize for the poor lighting and probably poor sound quality, but this is the best I got on the road here. All right, so let's jump into the market today because there was some movements as we predicted, right? When the waves hit, swing high, swing low, when they're at the absolute peak between the two waves, or between the waves, something's gotta happen for the stock to continue to make money for investors. With that being said, let's jump in and see and start with the top gainers today. Okay, let me switch over to the chart. All right, so all right, let's see here. Well, let's see. GNS was a top loser today at 19.53%. And VFS was a winner so far up until today, and it dropped another 10%, down to 41.27. I mean, that is a massive drop from $93 back, in fact, not too long ago. Let's take a look here. I need to close out some stuff. Give me just a second so I can at least see you. Okay, all right, there's the chart. Okay, so VFS. Let's just start with VFS because it had massive growth. And we will look at the 4 hour, to the 1 day. Okay, so VFS peaked at $93, massively knifed down from the high all the way down to about 60% low, and then it recovered and closed at about 41.36. Unfortunately, things come in waves of three. So I would suspect, and before I continue, I forgot to mention that I am not a financial advisor, nor am I giving financial advice. This is just for educational and entertainment purposes only. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Trading is risky, and make sure you do your own due diligence and learn how to do your own technical analysis, whether it's through watching my videos or other YouTubers or reading a book. All right, so this is what I'm thinking. The stock opened at $53 and pushed all the way down to 41. I'm sorry, all the way down to 41.38, and then pushed up to 41. Things come in three ways of three, so I would suspect the market will open for very somewhere here and could even see $18.65. That would most likely line up with my oscillator here. It would come all the way down into the oversold and then very quickly bounce back up. Okay, this is the day chart. I'm not saying that this is going to happen immediately over the next day or two, but I suspect it's going to happen eventually where it bounces off because there are only 23 million shares. And it's the same for this second oscillator here as well. It's going to come down, oversold territory, and then bounce back up. Oh, hold on a second. Fat finger that one. Keep in mind, I'm a little slow. I did mention that I am in Berlin and it's only 5 a.m. here. I wanted to get this video out to you guys before I start my day here in Berlin. Okay, so this is what I suspect will happen. this very, very deep retracement to at least the 50 SMA on the day, if not a little lower. Second scenario could be it'll bounce off of the 20 SMA around $29. And I'll have to continue to monitor the oscillators and see how close it gets to the oversold before it bounces off. And I'll add images or quick videos to the community, so make sure you like, subscribe if you find value, and follow these trades along the way. Let's look at GNS really quick. What the heck happened here? Yep, I was warning our community that expect this drop. This was a gift on GNS. It's, it was a gift. It was a 2-day gift, 25th and 26th. So if you bought here right at the bounds, regardless of what the catalyst was or were, you got 110% spike within 2 days above the 200 SMA. I was telling everyone that it's going to come back down and test the 200 at $1.62, and it may not come back up there for some time, because now that the catalyst came and gone, there's no way of knowing when the divvy's coming out. So, I mean, if you didn't take profit, consider improving your trade management to take some off the top, or do something to at least recover the cost of your entry, and then let the rest ride. That's just my thought. All right, so let's look at the winners. I mean, I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised, but I was expecting something like this to bounce off once once price target 1 was achieved. Okay, so once the bears came in, took the price from the top down to price target 1, which is where my price target was for if I was shorting. I mean, if I was on the short side, I would look at taking profit here in this range. And yeah, I mean, they were able to drive it down a little further from there to about another 20%. I mean, that's no joke. That's a huge profit margin. But being that I'm not greedy, if I caught the short, even if I bought in at 65 cents and I came down to my price target of 29.8, that's a 54% gain. So my trade management would have taken some off the table, at least 70%, as it's approaching price target 1, and sell and watch what happened. Knowing that there's another price target at 20 cents and the price came down all the way to, see here, all the way to 24, that's pretty close to my second price target at 20 cents. I would have taken profit again as it approached closer, and then let the rest ride. Good for TTOO. What am I expecting? I'm expecting this to possibly recover and come back up to about 38, and then hit price target 2. Just because there's a little bit of retracement here does not mean that, I mean, unless I miss a news or some sort of a catalyst today, there were 132, 143 million shares traded today, which is a lot. Let me know in a comment if there was a catalyst that came out today. See if there's any news. No, I'm not seeing any news as of today. So yeah, leave me a comment if there's something that came out that I'm missing that drove this up. But to me, this is just a natural spring reaction. Once, remember, I was telling you that once a stock goes into an oversold situation here, in this case, goes into the oversold, automatically bounce back. This is what I'm expecting, and this is where that buy-in came in, right about here. Tomorrow is really crucial because if this came down, bounced up, this is not even out of the oversold territory yet. I mean, this is still in the oversold. So it could bounce and come back down and do something like this for the next day before it could get out of the oversold scenario. So yeah, TTO is not out of the woods yet until I can have some sort of a confirmation tomorrow. And then if you pay attention to my videos, the 8 EMA is this green line. Right now, price is just barely closing above the 3 EMA. It's still very bearish in every sense of the word uh, from this technical perspective. Price needs to close above the 8 EMA green line here at a 36.9 and then close above that the next day. So what I'm looking for is a 3 candle reversal here to close above the green. Okay, so keep an eye on that for tomorrow and the next day. 20 SMA is right at around 39 cents. For this to have a continued upward trend, if I was looking at investing into TTOO, I want to wait for this price to close above 36 and come down and retest 36 and then bounce back up. That is a good entry point, at least for me, to know that this is a true reversal. Otherwise, I would expect more drawdown. And I mean, it's going to be like this. And you definitely don't want to be stuck in this drawdown as the 8 come down and gets pushing the price down further. So the scenario that I'm looking at is the bear side. Things will continue to decline at least until price target 2. The second oscillator is still not far down enough yet. I mean, this needs to close. The second oscillator tells me that it needs to come down into the oversold and then bounce back up. That is yet to happen. So I would need both confirmation before I can even declare TTOO as being reversing back into the bull territory. Okay. AMC, yes. Again, same scenario with AMC as TTOO. Barely breaking up here. I mean, it's even at closing at 16.68%. I mean, it's still very bearish. I mean, just look at this. Price barely closed above the 3 EMA. You still have the 8 EMA to get to at $17. I mean, that in itself is, I mean, 17 is like a $1.70. I mean, that's still another 30%, 33% to go, folks, before I can even consider AMC as being on its way back up to reverse into a more positive bull. I'm sorry, a more positive bear territory. It's so bearish. So people have been asking me, hey, can we officially declare AMC is reversing? Can we? What's happening? Are they covering? I don't know if they're covering. I could care less if they're covering. All I care about is these moving averages. Right now, I'm staring at, can AMC close above the 3 EMA? The 3 is like bare bone entry. You know, you got to be able to conquer the 3 before you get to the 8. And you get to the 8, then you conquer the 20 SMA. It's one battle at a time, my friends, one battle at a time. So before we can even declare AMC is reversing, let's see what happens by the end of the week. If AMC again sees a 3-bar reversal, 3 green bar reversal, and does something like this, where tomorrow will close above the 8 EMA and then come back down, test it, and then bounce up, I can see good things happening. And I've declared price target 1 and 2 to everyone when it was down in the dumpster, which it still is really 10 range. So my thinking is I'm just going to spitball this, okay? I'm going to spitball this. Going to open up do something like this, come back down, test, and then let's see, come down, and it'll probably do something like TTOO and get close to price target 2. I'm sorry, price target 1, and then of course they're going to slam it back down and then jiggle around this area before hitting price target 2 at $44. That's $4.40. That's where things should have happened, right? Before it just got massively slammed down just because of fresh virgin shares that were introduced into the market. So that's another discussion for another day, how you were given shares in your account, but were you really given real shares or are they IOUs? And then shorts would have all these virgin shares to just take the price down. But hey, if someone can explain that much better than I can, please. MMAT. Yeah. Hey, congratulations to MMAT and investors. I saw that there was a buy-in to the company for some sort of a pretty nice contract. So that netted over 6 million shares being bought up today. Well done. That was a 5.88% move. Very well done. Nvidia, God, they're just unstoppable, aren't they? They're just doing. I mean, what can I say? I mean, every time I try to TA Nvidia, it proves me wrong. So I'm not even going to try bothering to TA. All right, so that's really all I have. I mean, other than that, everything else is really green. GTI is up 2%. I know I still have investors in GTI. Next couple of days is really critical. You kind of see how it's coming down, and then I want to see some sort of round bottom out, and then come up. It needs to do, again, a 3 green bar breakup, okay? We want to see the next 2 or 3 days, continue this trend and break above the 8 EMA, which is this green line, and then the 3 EMA. They work together. They work together on the high level chart. I just don't have time to dig into the nitty gritty of the shorter time frame. I want to give a bigger market update in terms of the meme stocks that our traders have been trading, because this is really for them. Consider joining our community. Shoot me an email to tipline@gmail.com. Make a comment. Let me know you want to participate in future discussions. I'm more than happy to take a look at the charts that you're trading. All right, my friends, Vincent Nguyen here for Tipline. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe if you found this material informative.